Here's something I've learned during my time on Earth. The truth always prevails. It's just a fact, an imperative. It's only a matter of time. And in Meghan and Harry's case, time definitely wasn't on their side. You see, in the days of old, before the advent of the internet and social media, most of the news traveled via legacy media. And in those days, liars with a platform had a massive advantage, because whatever malicious falsehoods they put out there couldn't be easily and swiftly combated by the masses or those who knew the other side of the story or the truth, because the masses simply weren't seen as important enough to platform and give a voice to. These lies would then be allowed to spread and cause extreme damage before the truth could get a chance to put out the fires. And I'd imagine that Meghan Markle, stuck as she is in her 1990s prom queen high school mentality, honestly thought that, just like a mean girl with a burn book, she could do some serious damage to her foes, namely the royal family, and of course, anyone who deigns to stand up against her. But silly Meghan, who was once an avid social media user herself, silly Meghan, who described herself as the smart one and never the pretty one, seems to have severely underestimated the power and the reach of the very thing that she is trying to muzzle today. The truth, but coupled with the internet, specifically social media. You see, unlike the old glory days of the 1990s when Meghan was prom queen and I was a baby, the little man or the little woman now has a voice. We have a platform, and we've been using it to extinguish the lies upon which she has tried not only to commercialize her royal connections and raise her profile to the heights of Mount Everest itself, but also to tear down the very fabric of the monarchy that gave her everything and reducing it to ashes. I've already made countless videos talking about the swift and ruthless demise of Brand Sussex. Simply put, they had a master plan for world domination that they thought was very thoroughly and carefully planned and executed, only to have it backfire in their faces in quite a spectacular fashion. Aside from the virtual overnight demise of Brand Sussex, another unintended side effect seems to have taken place. A side effect that I believe has totally blindsided both Meghan and Harry. Ever since Megxit, ever since they started trashing the royal family, ever since the Oprah interview, we have seen a significant rise in the popularity of the British royal family. And particularly so when it comes to Meghan and Harry's arch nemesis, the Prince and Princess of Wales. It's like the more grenades Meghan and Harry lob towards the royal family, and specifically, again, Catherine and William, the stronger and more popular Catherine and William seem to get. They are, without a doubt, the royal rock stars of our generation, attaining a level of popularity and success that Meghan and Harry can only dream of. And unlike Meghan and Harry, with all the effort that they put into dragging them down, Catherine and William did this simply by being themselves, by being the dignified and graceful royals that they are, simply getting on with their duties and making the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth, which I'm a member of, very proud indeed. Even A-list Hollywood celebrities and world leaders are clamoring to be seen with Catherine and William, clamoring to collaborate with them, leaving Meghan and Harry by the wayside, or I should say, the parking lot. This Megxit master plan of theirs has also seemed to have the unintended side effect of bringing King Charles and Prince William closer together. In fact, I would say the entire family has been brought closer together, because in times of adversity, they felt the need to unite under one banner to combat the seemingly endless attacks emanating from the little sad, pathetic corner in Montecito. The point I'm trying to make is the harder Meghan and Harry fight to bring down the monarchy, the further the monarchy prevails. And this isn't because people are racist or sexist to Meghan or jealous of Meghan. We've already talked about how if that were the case, people wouldn't have been happy for her to join the family in the first place. If people were sexist, then why was the late Queen Elizabeth one of the most beloved and longest reigning monarchs of our time? Don't you think people would have had a problem with the fact that she was a woman? And as for jealousy, I mean, hello, have you seen Catherine? There's a lot to be jealous of, right? Beauty, grace, talent. Why aren't people jealous of her and trying to tear her down? The answer is simple, really. Because all of these accusations are Meghan Markle's projections. That's exactly how she feels. All that misogyny, all that racism, all that sexism is within her. The fact of the matter is, Meghan and Harry's immense plan for global domination failed. Well, for many reasons, their hubris and whatnot. But most importantly, the way I see it, because they didn't anticipate the one thing that will always be powerful enough to bring not only them down, but anyone like them down. The one thing that they have been strangers to for a long time: the truth. As American psychiatrist M. Scott Peck once wrote, "The evil hate the light of goodness that shows them up, the light of scrutiny that exposes them, the light of truth that penetrates their deception."